Music has been central to my life since I've been knee-high. From my dad who played, we had always campfires and playing and so forth. College had a band, had bands on the side. My professional day job was as a patent attorney. I was a business traveler. I traveled 40+ times a year and had to tote my guitar. It was terrible. And so wanted to have a real guitar, not a hatchet, paddle, or broomstick, the traditional travel guitars. I wanted a real guitar. So as a patent attorney, I've been telling people for years, if you can solve for the friction in your own life, you can solve it for somebody else. I took my own advice for the very first time, and so this was born out of a distinct and sincere need for myself, and I knew that I couldn't be the only one out there who would love this. So I invented this guitar. This here is the Ascender, my favorite guitar. You might be thinking, why? Well, there's a little something under the hood that most people don't understand. This thing goes from a full-size, normal look, feel, play, 24 3/4 inch scale, 22 fret guitar, to a folded state that literally goes into a backpack that can fit under the seat in front of you during air travel. So for the first time, stress-free guitar air travel with the Ascender. The main parts of the Ascender that allow it to fold, three things in combination. Number one, you have a hinge at the 12th fret. Number two, you have an actuator that tensions and detensions the strings. And number three, you have a translating truss rod that locks and unlocks that hinge. So with the throw of a lever that's hidden while you're playing, it will detension the strings, unlock that hinge, and allow the strings to follow the fold under light tension, about 3 pounds, while it folds in half. When you unfold the guitar, all it takes is a super small top-off tune and you're ready to go. So it's never more than a half step out of intonation. We make the Ascenders in Nashville, Tennessee with some of the best in the business. Among them, Joe Glazer of Glazer Instruments, who is a master of the Plec system that is a specialized CNC that basically will measure at a nano scale every feature and part of the neck. And then it can mill down to the exact curvature that will provide perfect action. The strings are that perfect height off the frets, and that's something that is part of our commitment to quality. The Ascender can come in any of a variety of woods. Our necks are made of mahogany. We have ebony fingerboards, Powell Faro fingerboards. We have Seymour Duncan 59 pickups. We have ratio locking tuners from Graphtec. And we've set up the electronics to have independent adjustability between the bridge and the neck pickup. So you have tone and volume as well as coil tapping for the bridge, tone and volume and coil tapping for the neck to give you versatility. So this could be your true workhorse for guitar air travel. Our design thinking on this was extremely intentional. We wanted the front experience to be normal, traditional. We respect the history and heritage of guitars. 2 years in earnest of engineering, hardcore engineering, where we hired medical device engineers, people who are used to doing hips and knees and implants for the spine, where it has to work every time for a lifetime. The technology behind the Ascender is what makes this a guitar and not a gimmick. So I basically made this guitar for me and people like me. I was a business traveler. I've traveled 40+ times a year. And so everything changed when there were professional musicians who said they wanted it too for specific use cases. Fly dates, radio tour, maybe a tuck away in the tour bus, maybe during sound check when their guitars are getting set up for a few hours, or maybe a songwriter where they want to have their passion with them at any given time, the ability to create and have a real guitar to do so. Nothing gives me more pride than watching people play this guitar. It is truly an out-of-body experience, and so I hope that you're one of those.